Hello and welcome to Rathod Science Academy. So in this class, we are going to see why anthropology is a very good optional for UPSC CSC. So actually there are many options which are providing by your UPSC, right? So in that we are having some academic based options, some are like popular optionals. So why we are calling such optionals as popular? Because they are having some overlap with GS. So which are those popular optionals? So we have sociology, geography, history, political science and international relations, public administration, and even anthropology. So in all these popular optionals, so you will be having little bit overlap with your GS. And anthropology is also such a very popular optional, and I can say that this is a very good optional. So first of all, let us try to have an overview of what is this anthropology and what this anthropology is dealing with. Okay. So if you see the definition of anthropology, anthropology is a scientific study of humans, human behavior and societies in past and present. So we are talking about only the past and present. We are not going to talking about the future. So here, why I am calling it as a scientific study? Because if you see this anthropology, it is empirical study or evidence based study. That is nothing but they are going for the field work and they are even documenting everything. So because of this, anthropology is a scientific study of humans and human behavior. So and one more thing here is this anthropology is a very huge subject because here whatever the thing which is related to humans, everything comes under anthropology. For example, a doctor, so a doctor will be observing the patients and he will be counseling the patients about their diseases, prescribing the medicine. That means he is dealing with the humans, right? So a doctor is also an anthropologist. For example, any economist, so who will be studying about the humans behavior, like the purchasing power of the humans, or like when there is increasing of demand, so when there will be the increasing of supply. So everything it is dependent on this human behavior, like, so even an economist is a anthropologist. So like that, this anthropology deals with not only science. So many students, they have a myth that anthropology is related to only science. No, it is just a part of anthropology. So anthropology is combination of both science and humanity. Okay. So for example, we are having different subjects like botany. So botany deals with plants. Whether is it having any connection with human or human behavior? No. So because of this, it is not a science, not a thing which is related to your anthropology. For example, if you see biology, which talks about the biological organization of the humans, okay, it is related to your anthropology. So why we have to read about humanity? So why it is combination of humanity also? Because whenever human being come into existence, he will start with making his own society. So studying of society is nothing but sociology, right? But here we are also reading about this sociology part. Sociology and anthropology, they are like intermixed. So most of your society part is also there in your anthropology. But the difference between your anthropology and society or socially, the sociology is, so anthropology and sociology. So what is the difference? So here we are talking about history, like origin and evolution part. But from current, okay, from current what is happening, that comes under your sociology. That means where this anthropology stops, this sociology will be starting. So anthropology is entirely static, so sociology is the current topic, okay, which is most dynamic part. So this is the basic difference between anthropology and sociology. So if you see, why to choose this anthropology? Why can I say, how I'm saying this anthropology is a good optional? Because I have some evidence. So let me write. So if you consider any optional as a good optional, it need to have some characteristics. So first one is it should be scoring, right? So you are selecting this option to score more so that you will be getting into services. It should be scoring and syllabus should be less. Okay, syllabus should be less. And next important one is direct questions, and that subject should be static. And next one is material in the market. Next, we will be also checking with the success rate. And next one is you have to see even average score you are getting in that so and so optional. And you have to see repeated questions. And that too direct question from the syllabus. Okay, and very important thing, interesting. That subject should be interesting. So if you see one by one, so actually this anthropology is very scoring. So highest marks got in 2018 is 362 marks. Till now the highest score is 362 in anthropology. So I can say it is a very scoring subject, and syllabus is less. So when you compare with other popular optionals like sociology, public administration, PSAR, syllabus is very vast. But here we are having a well-defined syllabus of anthropology. And this one is you will be getting very direct questions from your syllabus in your examination. And this one is mostly this is static part. There is very less dynamic part that you can add, especially in your paper 2. And this one is you will be getting material in the market, and even in our anthropology course that we are going to start from first week of December. So where I will be discussing each and every word in your syllabus, and wherever it is necessary I will be adding the relevant current affairs, and I will be giving you the notes also. That notes is more than enough. No need of referring any other standard book. You can rely on my notes. And next one is success rate. So if you see the success rate is more than 10% for this anthropology, but for other popular options it is around 7, 6 like that. But the success rate with this anthropology is 10%. It is very high. And if you see average score, it is around 264 marks. So on average, so if you are doing well, okay, you will be getting 264 marks easily in this anthropology. And next one is mostly 80 to 90% of your questions in the question paper are repeated. What do you want more than this? Okay. And next one is interesting, because you will be studying about humans, that is you are studying about yourself. Or you're not getting interest, like do you want to know about yourself or not, your past generations, how the humans have been evolved, and how they made all these organizations, institutions. It will be very, very, very interesting actually compared to that of others. So in other popular options, we will be having theories, but here in this anthropology, we are only having chapter 6, that is your anthropological theories, and I will be making you to understand that with more interest. So in that chapter also, you will be not getting bored at all. Okay. So these are the factors that I have. With this evidence, I am saying that this anthropology is a very good option that you can choose. And even if you want to choose this anthropology as your optional, there is no need of any background of anthropology. Why? Because many engineering students, they also taking this anthropology, and they are clearing examination with this anthropology. Okay, there is no need of any science background or anthropology background to take this anthropology as your option. So you can believe me and you can trust me. I will be clearing you each and every concept in your anthropology for sure. And my classes will be completely very interactive sessions. I will be asking you the questions. Whenever we are starting our sessions, we will be having the revision of earlier class, and daily we will be having questions. Okay, that is mains practice questions. On every Sunday, we will be also having the revision test with evaluation and model answers. Okay. And next, I want to show you the evidence of topper. She is Lakshmi, and in 2018, she got 362 marks in anthropology. So in optional one, that is in paper 1 of anthropology, she scored 179 marks out of 250. And paper 2, she scored 183. 179 in paper 1 and 183 in paper 2, total 362 marks in anthropology. Okay, if you are preparing well, if you remember this, our friends, future friends, nothing but the thinkers, okay, anthropologists, what they said with examples, then easily you can score more than 350 for sure in your anthropology. Okay. Okay, so how the questions will be, or how this question paper will be in anthropology. So many students, they have a dilemma whether we are going to have the choice or not, whether we have to write all the questions or not. So let us have a look on how this paper will be. Okay, so in paper 1, so actually this anthropology, in this anthropology you have two papers. So first one is your paper 1 and second one is your paper 2. So paper 1, it is for your 250 marks and paper 2 is for 250 marks. So in paper 1 we have 12 chapters. In your syllabus we have 12 chapters in your paper 1, and in paper 2 you have 9 chapters. Okay. So here in paper 1 you will be getting two sections. Section A and section B. So section A, 4 questions. Section B, 4 questions. So totally you will be having 8 questions. So in these 8 questions you have to compulsory write 5 questions. So there is a choice of selecting questions. But there is one terms and condition that is applying here. So question 1 and question 5 are compulsory. You have to answer this question 1 and question 5, and you have to select 2 questions here or 2 questions here. That means one question should be compulsory from this section A and one question is compulsory from section B, and the last final question, that is 5th question, you can write either from section A or section B. So in the same way here also, in this section A you have 4 questions, in section B you have 4 questions, 1 and 5 are compulsory. Okay, and you have to write 2 questions at least from the 2 sections, and 1 question you can select from section A or section B. So actually here, as I said, there are 12 chapters in this paper 1, right? So here first these 4 questions comes from chapter 1 to 6, and here from chapter 7 to 12 you will be getting questions in your section B part. So in this paper 2, you have 9 chapters. So in this section A, you will be getting questions from 1 to 5 and here 6 to 9. So this is entirely your tribal anthropology. Okay, here section B, it is about your tribal anthropology. So why this anthropologists, they are interested in studying of these tribes? Because if you want to study our history, can we go back to any time machine, or can we go back and can we study how we were there like past 50 years ago or 100 years ago or 500 years ago or 1000 years ago? It is not possible, right? So actually these tribes, they are very primitive society, and they are trying to prevent any cultural contact. So they are preserving their culture. So because of this, if we are going and if you are studying these tribes, at least we will be getting some clues about how we were at that times in the past. So because of this, tribal anthropology is there. In your section B, you will be getting questions. Okay, that is from chapter 6, 7, 8 and 9. That is from your paper 2. And this paper 2 is most scoring. Okay, so this is the way how you will be getting questions from your syllabus. So let us have a syllabus overview now. So let us see about this paper 1. So as I said, in paper 1 we have 12 chapters. So I want to give you a brief idea. Just see what are the topics that we are going to see in this paper one. So this will be very, very interesting, guys. So first chapter is about human evolution. So everyone knows that humans have been evolved from apes, right? Okay. So we are going to see about how humans have been evolved from monkey to humans. So what is the process? Everything we will be seeing. Okay. So here we will be seeing about some theories. So I think you might have heard about Darwin theory or pre-Darwin theory, post-Darwin theory, Lamarckism. So those things we will be seeing. Apart from this, we will be seeing about basics like what is cell, what is organism, and how the cell division is happening in the body. So what are the changes that had been happened in the evolution part from this monkey towards humans. So we are having different words also like monkey. So you'll be coming across this word apes and humans. All these belongs to primates. All this belongs to primates, and you will be saying some words, but don't get fear about the words. Okay, so I'll be telling you in our course like how you have to remember these words. Okay, and next second chapter is about marriage, family, kinship, society and culture. So in the first chapter, you will be studying about how humans have been evolved from the apes and different types of fossils that found. So those things that you will be reading, right? So after once human came into existence, so they will be starting the marriage between men and women. So whenever marriage came into an existence, so first what happens? Marriage happens. So after getting into marriage, your family will be getting extended, right? So before marriage, you will be only the part of your family, but after marriage, you will be also the part of another family. So after marriage, you will be getting into an institution called as family. And in these families, we will be having different types of family. So I'm not going to discuss that. And after once you are getting into this family, you will be having kinship. So kinship is nothing but your relatives. Okay, your relatives comes into the big part now. So after relatives, so now you will be having relatives of your family and as well as your spouse family, right? So here that will be forming a society. Now this kingship will be forming a society, and each and every society, they will be having their own culture. Okay, you will be studying about the roots and origin of family, marriage, relatives, that is kinship part, different kinds of societies and different types of cultures these societies has having. So this is an overview of your second chapter. And third chapter is about economic organizations. So whenever they are forming their own culture, their own society, now economy is also very important, right? Economic organization is not bad. It is nothing but fetching of resources, or you can say simply earning of resources, how they are earning resources. Whenever man came into existence, what is the first source of economic organization? The first source of economy was hunting and gathering. First source of earning was hunting and gathering. So hunting what? Hunting of animals. Gathering means gathering of fruits and vegetables. So hunting is the main thing will be done by man, and gathering is the done by women. So because of this, man are good at maps, or example GPS. Women are good at colors because of the work which had been divided when they came into existence. And next, what happens? So whenever time is going on, so these human beings, they understood that it is not good to run along the animals. So we can't get animals in each and every area. So in this hunting and gathering, they have to move from one place to another place. So they may get good animals in normally grasslands. If they go to deserts, will they get animals for hunting? No. So because of this, they thought that it is not like I have to run behind animals, I have to grow animals. So that led to rearing of animals. So rearing of animals is called as pastoralism. So pastoralism concept came into picture because of evolution of human brain. So after that, what happened? So even women also thought that we can't get each and every fruits and vegetables everywhere. So we have to go for growing of them. So first of all, they went for shifting agriculture. Shifting agriculture. So after that, they went for growing of vegetables and fruits through horticulture. And next, they went for agriculture. So agriculture is most advanced. And later on, now we can see the era of industrialization. So in this third chapter, you will be seeing about hunting and gathering, pastoralism, and shifting agriculture, horticulture, agriculture, and industrialization, how these had been evolved. So this is an overview of your third chapter. And if you see the fourth chapter, it is talking about political organization. Yes, they need to have one organization, right? So if you see the first organization, you can take your family, for example. So in your family, you will be having a head. So who is the head of your family? Father. So father is the head of the family. So if you take, for example, village, we have village head or village headsman. So if you take an example of tribe, so in tribe we have clans. Clans are nothing but gotras. So for every gotra, we will be having one ancestor, right? So in this way, we used to have political organizations. So in this political organizations, we have three different types of political organizations. Political organizations divided into three types. So first type is uncentralized. First type is uncentralized. Second type is centralized political organization. And third type is decentralized. Decentralized political organizations. So what is uncentralized? For example, you can take tribe here. For tribe, we have clan. So clan will be having head, who is called as ancestor. And these uncentralized or autonomous. They are autonomous. So they will be not coming under any rule. Okay, they will be having completely autonomy regarding their rules, their regulations. And it is very simple form of political organization. And there is no central authority. There is no central authority to regulate them. So this is the primitive kind of political organization we used to have in the past. And even in some tribes, you're following this till now also, till today. And if you say centralized political organizations, for example, we have monarchy. That means rule by a king. King will be ruling. That comes under monarchy. Okay, so they will be having their own rules and regulations. So king will be ruling everyone. That is coming under the centralized. So every power is there in under the hands of the king. So king will be the higher most authorized person in this centralized form of organization. And we have third one, decentralized. For example, democracy. And this democracy is most advanced form of political organization. And even you can take India as an example of democracy that we are following very advanced decentralized political organization now. And here we see hierarchy. For example, if you see the government, so we have three-tier government system, right? We have central government, we have state government, and we have local government. So hierarchy is there, and we have authority. Okay, so there will be only distribution of powers. Okay, there will be distribution of powers in this decentralized. So you will be seeing about the different types of uncentralized, centralized and decentralized with examples in this fourth chapter, that is political organization. So what is the fifth chapter? Fifth chapter is religion. So this will be very, very interesting topic. So here, if you see the roots of religion, so earlier we used to worship to the nature. So first form of worship is nature worship. For example, we used to worship to water, air, fire, like that, right? And later on, they started worshipping of soul. Okay, worshipping of soul. That is called as animism. So animism is nothing but worshipping of soul. It is not at all related to worship of animals. Okay, animals is nothing to do with this animism, but it is worship of souls. So here, why this is called as worship of soul? Because the word anima means moving. Anima means moving. That means souls are also moving. If you see any movies, movies of especially devils or like some horror movies, the soul is moving here and there. Suddenly that will be going outside the wall, but suddenly that will be coming out inside the wall, and suddenly the appearance of soul will be happens, right? So if you imagine those kind of things, you can understand that soul is moving. And whenever we started worshipping of soul, that kind of religion is called as animism. And after that, we started worshipping in animal forms. So worshipping of God in the form of animal forms. It is called as zoomorphism. Zoo is nothing but related to animal. So can you give any example of worshipping of animal forms? For example, we will be worshipping fish, we will be worshipping pig, and even we will be worshipping like lion, tiger, etc. So that is called as zoomorphism. We are worshipping the god in form of animal. And next one here is we started worshipping of God in human forms. Okay, later on we started worshipping of human, okay, sorry, God in the form of human. So that is the really, that is the very, very important concept. So if you say from nature we had been evolved till worshipping of human forms. For example, we are having different types of dashavatars. And next important one here is now we are worshipping one God in different forms also. For example, you can see Lord Vishnu is worshipped as Lord Ram, and even Matsyavatar, and like that we will be having different avatars in this Dashavatar, right? So we are also worshipping one God in different forms. And there are also some different words that you will be coming to see in this religion. The first important word I want to introduce is fetishism. So fetishism is nothing but we are having an emotional bond with animals and or plants, etc. So we will be starting worshipping them. Okay, for example, we will be worshipping cow, we will be worshipping tulsi plant, etc. So that is called as fetishism. And next one is we will be worshipping plants and animals, and we say that they are our ancestors. And we say that whenever we are worshipping the plants and animals with the emotional bond, that is called as fetishism. So if you are worshipping these plants and animals as your ancestors, this concept is called totemism. And if you are worshipping many gods, that is called as polytheism. If you are worshipping only single god, that is called as monotheism. So like that, we will be having the different concepts in your religion. And this is like a very, very interesting topic. So just we will be seeing about the roots, origin, etc. And one more interesting concept you will be reading in your religion part is magic, religion, and science. And you will be studying about exactly what is the difference between these three words, magic, religion, and science. So magic is nothing but you're controlling supernatural powers. Magic is nothing but controlling supernatural forces. For example, I'm not talking about the magician who is coming to any party. I'm not talking about that magic show, but I'm talking about black magic. We will be controlling the supernatural powers and we are using them against any person. For example, if I want to destroy my enemy, I'm using the supernatural powers to control my enemy or to silence my enemy. Okay, so here you will be seeing about black magic, white magic, and how it is done. Okay, so we are not going to see the tricks, but you will be seeing about what is this magic, so how the controlling of supernatural forces happens. And next one is religion. So religion is nothing but, if you understand that if you're not going to control, if you're not controlling the supernatural powers, so you will be starting surrendering yourself, surrendering to supernatural forces. You will be start pleasing or requesting. You will be going to temple and you will be praying that, please help me God, I have to clear this UPSC, I will be offering 100 coconuts. So that is the part of the religion. And next one is science. Science do not believe any supernatural forces. So it will be saying that I will be believing only 4 natural forces. So we have 4 natural forces. What are they? We have gravitational force. We have electromagnetic force. We have strong nuclear force. We have weak nuclear force. So these 4 forces will be accepted in science and they want to show the data and evidence. So this is the difference between magic, religion and science. So this is a part of your 5th chapter. And 6th chapter is about anthropological theories. So we are having different theories like evolutionism, functionalism, structuralism, diffusion, neo-evolutionism. So we will be seeing that. So in the next class, I will be continuing from this 6th to 12th, and in the one more class, I will be saying about this paper 2 syllabus overview, so that you will be having idea like what you are going to learn in your anthropology. And if you want to take this anthropology course, you can subscribe to this anthropology course in our academy, and admissions are going on. In the December 1st week, the classes will be going on. So classes will be started from December 1st and the course will be done within 3.5 months. And every day you will be having just 2 hours of classes, and the highlights of this course is everything will be taught from the basics. So even if you have no idea regarding this biology or anthropology, it's okay. So we will be having revision in the class itself. And one more thing is I will be providing you the notes. And next important thing here is everyday question practice will be there, and even after completion of theories I will be also revising you with your previous questions. I will be showing you the previous questions also. So try to join that course, and if you want to join, you can call me on the number which is given on the screen.